In Jesus' precious name, let me show you the supremacy of the things that come out of your mouth. Jesus is the living word of God. Anointed without measure. Knew no sin. But when he kept mute, in the process of paying the price of redemption, he was oppressed and afflicted. Isaiah 53 verse 7 and 8. He was oppressed and afflicted when he kept mute. He was oppressed, he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb before the slaughter, and as a sheep before the shearers is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. Who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. But what are we picking out there? With short mouth, you stand the risk of being afflicted and oppressed. And going from prison to another, one prison to another, you are just under siege. With a closed mouth, any believer remains under siege. With a closed mouth, talking diplomatically. You are the only one I'm telling. Life is miserable. God has had many. It's hard. As long as your mouth remains closed, destiny becomes an uphill task. You open it negatively, you are destroying the great future that God has in stock for you. But when he opened his mouth, John 18 verse 3, whom seek ye? Jesus, therefore, knowing all things are come, went forth and said unto them, whom seek ye? Verse 4. They answered him, Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus said unto them, am he. And Judas also, who betrayed him, stood with them. And what happens? Verse 6. As soon as he had said unto them, am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. Authority of the believer is domiciled in their tongue. Your authority is domiciled in your tongue. Caution, please. Caution, please. What we declare today boldly is what God confirms openly tomorrow. David said, today I'll bring down your head. And the head came down. The head of Goliath came down. And Israel prevailed. What we pray is vital, but what we say after we have prayed is much more crucial, because it's what we say after we have prayed that God confirms.